You know, the demand for truly professional, licensed security officers here in Tennessee is really heating up, and that makes right now the perfect time to level up your career. So if becoming an armed guard is your goal, you've come to the right place. We are about to break down the entire process for you, step by step.
We've laid out a super clear roadmap for you. We're going to kick things off with the basic state requirements, then we'll walk through the 3 main ways to get licensed: getting your very first one, upgrading from unarmed, and of course, the renewal process. And then we'll get you pointed in exactly the right direction to get started.
Look, to get through all this, you're going to want a trusted partner. So we'll be using the curriculum from Alliance Training and Testing as our guide. As Tennessee's top veteran-led school for security training, their state-approved courses are really the gold standard for getting you through every single step.
Okay, let's start at the very beginning. Before you even think about training, you have to make sure you meet the foundational requirements that Tennessee has set out.
So let's just get right to it. The big question is, are you qualified? Let's take a look at the core criteria to see if you meet the baseline for a security career right here in Tennessee. First up, you have to be a U.S. citizen or a legal resident alien. The state also requires you to be of good moral character, and what that really boils down to is no disqualifying felonies or serious misdemeanor convictions. You'll also need to pass a background check from both the TBI and the FBI, which is done with electronic fingerprints. And finally, you got to be physically and mentally able to do the job. Now, this slide here is really important because it highlights a key difference. While you can become an unarmed guard in Tennessee at just 18, to carry a firearm on the job, you absolutely must be at least 21 years old. This is a super critical point for anyone planning out their career path. All right, so if you've checked all those boxes and you're starting from scratch, this first pathway is for you. This is all about getting that initial license for the new recruit. So what's the time commitment? For a brand new applicant, the total state-mandated training is 16 hours. It's an intense 2-day program that's designed to get you completely prepared and certified.
So how does that 16 hours actually break down? Well, it kicks off with a 4-hour general training piece, which is the foundation for any security guard. After that, you'll dive into 8 hours of dedicated firearms training in the classroom, and then you'll finish up with 4 hours of hands-on marksmanship training out on the range.
And let me be clear, this training is so much more than just putting in time at the range. The curriculum is incredibly comprehensive. You're going to cover Tennessee laws on the use of force, your legal powers, and just as important, your limitations. The real focus here is on creating a responsible, effective officer by training you in safe firearm handling, de-escalation, and emergency procedures. Okay, so once the training's done, you have to prove you've got the goods. It's a 2-part process. First, you've got to pass 2 written exams on all that classroom material. And second, you have to show your skills on the range by scoring at least a 70% on the marksmanship course. Now listen up, because this is a crucial point. This is not a class to learn how to shoot for the first time. You are expected to show up already proficient and confident in handling a pistol safely. This training is here to build on that skill you already have, not create it from the ground up. Okay, so what if you're not starting from square one? What if you're already a licensed unarmed guard in Tennessee? Well, let's jump into Pathway 2, which is designed specifically for the advancing professional who's ready to upgrade. To be eligible for this upgrade course, you still have to be at least 21. But the key requirement is that your original 4-hour unarmed training must have been done within the last year. And just like with the initial license, you're expected to be proficient with a pistol before you even walk in the door. And here's the great part. Because the state recognizes that you've already done that 4-hour general training, you get a head start. The upgrade path only requires 12 hours of training. That's the 8 hours of classroom work and the 4 hours of range time, which saves you a good chunk of time. The investment for this streamlined 2-day upgrade course is just $120. It's a direct step towards advancing your career and, honestly, your earning potential. All right, now let's talk to the seasoned veterans out there. If you're already a licensed armed guard, staying compliant is absolutely key. This next part covers exactly what you need to do to renew your license and keep on working. Your armed guard license has to be renewed every 2 years. It is so important to get your paperwork submitted at least 30 days before it expires, because you cannot legally work on an expired license, not for a day. Now, the state does offer a 90-day grace period for late renewals, but to be perfectly clear, you can't be on post during that grace period either. The good news is you don't have to go through the whole 16 hours all over again. Instead, the state requires you to complete a focused 4-hour marksmanship refresher course. The whole session is all about making sure your skills are still sharp by requalifying at the range and, yep, you guessed it, hitting that minimum 70% score again. The total estimated cost to get your license renewed is $130. That breaks down into a $70 fee for the refresher class, plus the $60 license renewal fee that you pay directly to the state.
So, we've covered all the requirements and the different pathways. The final piece of this puzzle is picking the right training partner. And honestly, that's essential for your success.
You know, there's a reason Alliance Training and Testing is known as the security school of choice in Tennessee. Their entire mission is to prepare students like you for long, successful careers in the security industry. So what exactly is the Alliance Advantage? Well, it starts with them being a veteran-led, state-approved school. Their instructors bring actual real-world experience from law enforcement and the military right into the classroom. You add in their state-of-the-art range facilities, training that actually goes above and beyond state minimums, plus flexible online options, and you've got a clear path to success.
Here's the bottom line. No matter where you're starting from, a brand new recruit, an advancing pro, or a seasoned veteran, Tennessee provides a clear, state-approved path for your career as an armed security guard. The only question left is, are you ready to invest in your future? Visit guardtrainingtn.com, check out the class schedule, and take that first step today.